Hello, trading is closed on October 24th, 2018. Yesterday I said the pattern was positive, and as long as we had confirmation, we could have a strong rally with a stilt up. Confirmation ideally would be gapping over this high. Well, we didn't do that. I said trading over yesterday's close should be enough. And if you look, these are 5-minute bars. We briefly traded slightly over yesterday's close. Well, it's not really confirmation. It certainly isn't the start of a stilt up, but that's what I said, so I have to call a miss. We had a lot of things arguing for this low holding. None of them worked all the time, but put together, I did not expect to see this low fall today. If we gap up sharply tomorrow and probably take this out, we still have an inverted diamond on stilts, but that's a bit too much for me to believe it's going to happen. I know what the signals are for tomorrow. I just don't know if they're going to work. Early on, system said ultimately lower prices would print. Says the move was false. Says we'll return to here most likely by early Friday, and 95% of the time go over this line. So we go higher. That's a false move down. He went higher. It's enough, but almost always we get more. So all these things are calling for higher prices. The wall's calling for higher prices. Futures are up. I'm just not certain I believe it. I'd like to thank the people who've been sending me emails about the call for the top here, which I made around here. I also want to thank those who for me alerting them to the huge drop we've had comparable to this one. I can't tell you how many people told me I was nuts all the way up. Didn't get me to change my mind. Moves like this are so infrequent that we can sometimes forget that usually reliable signals to buy sometimes just don't work. These MEJT targets don't always work when you're in free fall like this. Now, if we get a bounce tomorrow, it would be pretty pretty. This is one candidate for the end of wave 4, that's the other. You connect this point to this point, and that's this bottom. You connect this point to this point, and that's this bottom. So it'd be nice if we be symmetrical if we went up, but I don't know any rule that says we have to. If we're going to keep dropping non-stop, though, we should gap under this line. And if we don't gap under it, we'll probably retrace to it. If we go under it without gapping under it, we should retrace to it. When you drop right to a support level, but not through it the first time, either have a gap under it or the move won't stick. This is a very overextended position. My indicators are pointing up. I'm not personally risking any money on it. When you're oversold like this, either you have a sharp bounce or you have a crash. I'm not going to predict a crash, but it was a bit disconcerting to me when we undercut this low. In the market dropping like this, I wouldn't put anything past it. So these are the targets. Whether they'll work tomorrow or not, oh, this one printed, by the way. Whether they'll work tomorrow or not, I don't really know, and that's today's call.